Hey yo, welcome back to part 4 of my every game tier list. Let's get cracking. Alright. This game. Mario Party 8 on the Wii. I have a lot of fond memories of this one. Might be a hot take, but this is my favorite Mario Party game. This is also the last one I ever purchased. It was one of the few games where motion controls were like acceptable. Let's see. Full game playthrough. Full game playthrough. I really like the maps. I love the Koopa one. The mini games were fun. Just looking at this gives me nostalgic vibes. The music was great. This little worm guy was nutty. It's so interesting looking back at some of these games too. Since I have more knowledge in animation, especially 3D animation, these feel so weak. I get it was 2008, but still. But yeah, there were some really good games in here, like shaking the Wii remote for the soda game, and it doesn't look phallic at all. This minigame wasn't as good. The rats. This one was okay. But yeah, we used to play this all the time back in the day. Still my favorite Mario Party. There was like a vampire mushroom too. That one was kind of cool. Let me see if I can find the Koopa one. This one. This was kind of like, I guess, Monopoly in a way. You just own the most hotels. Capitalist Street. It was so much fun. I loved this. Oh, the bandit. Alright, Mario Party 8. I put in good stuff. Love me some Mario Party 8. Might be a hot take. Alright, what we got? Eyes closed. We're taking this one. Kirby's Adventure. Kirby's Adventure is a classic. I haven't played this game in forever. Is this the first Kirby game? I actually don't remember. Yeah, I think this was the first one. I don't remember when I played this. It was a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, it's just where Kirby got his start. Actually, let me make sure I get the facts straight. My gamer knowledge isn't as good as it used to be. This is not the first Kirby game. First one was Kirby's Dream Land. That's right! Yeah, now I'm remembering this. They had a remake of this game that was really good on the DS. Like, Marx is the last boss in this, right? No. No, it's Nightmare. Man, my gamer knowledge is not as good as it used to. But yeah, overall, this was a good game. Nightmare in Dreamland is the one they remade on the Game Boy. Because they used the Kirby anime as a cover art. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely played this one. Maybe on the DS, 3DS, when there was a sale. Or maybe it was part of the Ambassador program. I don't remember. Overall, it's a good game. I'm going to put it in okay. It's definitely not my favorite Kirby, and I think the remakes were better. But yeah, let's continue. This one. Can't do Sonic Mania. I'm sorry. I only played like one level of Sonic Mania. I'm not crazy about 2D Sonic. I'm sure it's a great game, but I just don't have an opinion on it. Graphics were cool, though. Wind Waker. We're putting this one all the way up into GOAT. Maybe even top 10 later on. I love the Wind Waker. This was kind of like my first Zelda. Sort of. The first time I ever played Zelda was the Master Collection on the GameCube, but I was so young and I didn't understand the game. Love the opening. Like, I was struggling to figure out how to jump, but the game came with 3 save files for Wind Waker, and you were able to play for like 20 minutes before getting booted out. It also had Majora's Mask on there, which I keep forgetting is the whole game. But yeah, this game was just awesome. I gave this game a second chance, like on my 10th birthday? Maybe 9th. Dad was like, hey, son, I'm going to give you like $50 to $100 for your birthday. We're going to go run through Best Buy and you can get whatever you want. Great birthday gift. I was able to pick whatever game I wanted. I was like, you know what? I'm kind of bored. Let me try this game. I like the character in Smash Bros. Although I know nothing about Zelda. So yeah, this was technically like my first real Zelda game. Definitely one of the best games too. And the remake is really good as well. They need to bring it to the Switch too. So the Switch is over though, so definitely don't bring this to the regular Switch. Actually, I take that back. They could probably do both because the Switch 2 has to be backwards compatible, right? Has to. This one was wild. Ganondorf was also really interesting too. This is the best written Ganondorf. Spoilers, here's Ganondorf. Thought this was so cool. I really thought the ending was going to be like, oh, the Ocarina of Time Link is going to come out of nowhere and save the day. But I was like, oh man, he don't need to be here. Overall, fantastic game. This is the Wii U version, I just realized. Yeah. Nostalgia. Alright. Absolutely deserves to be in GOATs. Also, I remember... Oh, that's interesting. I guess that fell out. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. I'm being dumb. And this one. Starfox... Wait, which one is that? Starfox Command. It's in the meh. I wasn't a fan. For years, I wanted to play Starfox Command. I finally did on the Wii U. And I was so disappointed. This game has multiple endings, too. One where Crystal goes and joins Starwolf. But dude, this game just felt so weak. You were taken into these, like, really small areas to just shoot things, go through rings. It didn't feel like Star Fox at all. It felt like a rip-off of Star Fox, if that makes sense. Yeah, they gave you different ships, which I guess was cool. This was annoying. You just gotta go through, like, a bunch of rings to kill this giant laser spaceship. Or squares, whatever. Yeah, and they do this one a lot. It's so lame. Lucy. Man, this game's got some forgettable Star Fox characters. Holy crap. Yeah, this just wasn't it, man. They did bring back Pigma, though. I never did all the endings. Although this fox design is really good, and they still use this one in Smash, although they kind of modernized it a bit. Overall, it's a meh game. I was very upset about that one. What else we got here? And let's grab this one. Everybody supersonic racing. Gotta keep your feet right on the ground. I used to sing that song all the time while playing Smash. Whenever the song would play. This game's alright. I played this on the Sonic Mega Collection or whatever. It's just Sonic Racing. It's a novelty game. Not much to say about it, honestly. It's alright. It's just kind of cool. You just played as Sonic characters and you were running. I think the controls are dog shit, though. I'm very good at this game either, but to be fair, looking at these maps, they don't seem very good. They don't seem designed very well. I don't know. They added some weird characters, too. Like, is this like Robot Knuckles? Puppet Knuckles? I remember the Puppet Tails. These were random characters. Did they ever make another appearance? I remember this level. This level's turbo ass. God, I don't know what they were thinking on this, man. They really just wanted to make, like, their own version of Mario Kart. Also, this playable character looks like ass. He doesn't even look like he's moving. Like, I get he's a robot and he's flying, but it looks so boring. Oh my god. Supersonic's in this game, right? Egg Robot, Tails doll gameplay, same thing. Well, it kind of ragdolls a bit. Amy's in a car, there's Eggman. Does Eggman shoot? Radiant Emerald with Sonic? What the hell does that... Oh god, this stage is awful! Holy crap, this is... Oh god, this is headache material right here. What the heck, man? I don't remember this level. Yeah, I was right. Supersonic's one, too. He also just floats. Good song. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm gonna put it in meh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it in meh. It doesn't look very good, and I definitely wouldn't play it today. Alright, what we got here? I really hope I don't do duplicates again, because I know I have a lot of dupes here, unfortunately. This game. The original Metroid. This game's alright. I get how important this game is, but this pales in comparison to Super Metroid. This game was hard. This was a hard game. I never beat it. I get how important it is. First real female in gaming. Good plot twist. I don't even remember this level. I don't even know if I ever beat this game. Great game for the time, but Super Metroid is significantly better. Ridley looks really weird in this game, too. Can I find Ridley? There's Mother Brain. This is classic, though. I've seen this one a lot. We'll see if I can find Ridley. Yeah, Ridley looks so weird. I remember the artwork for Ridley 2 being even weirder. Like, he wasn't a dragon, pterodactyl, or whatever. Yeah, he looks like this. This is Ridley. I mean, that just looks weird. I totally get the redesign. Like, it definitely looks super alien, but it doesn't look like arch nemesis alien. It looks like some weird thing you find in a catacomb somewhere. I don't know. An alien catacomb. Kraid looks a little weird, too. This looks a little more on brand. Anywho. Okay, another game. This one. Pokemon White. Okay. Pokemon Black and White 2 games are pretty good. I remember really liking these. I really liked the animations. I remember thinking it was so cool to finally see Pokemon fully animating for the first time. So neat. It was also really bizarre that they did this over Pokemon Gray. But hey, it worked for them. Monetary. This might have been like the last great classic Pokemon 2. Like, look at Lucario. It looks nice. I get how they did the animation. They just kind of like rotated a bunch of the sprites. And then they gave everyone like some kind of unique pose. Like what, I don't even remember this one's name. But yeah, it was nice to fully see them animate. So cool, and it was probably painstaking. Overall, this game was alright. They reintroduced the Kanto Pokemon. I love Crocodile. I think he's cool. Him and Scrafty are awesome. Scraggy, too. But yeah, all the older gen Pokemon were post-game in the original. They were kind of just in the main game here. It's kind of interesting to have like a 2-year time skip. I don't think Pokemon ever did that before. A lot of stinkers in this generation, though. They definitely did. They definitely went overboard. Because they added like 156 or something, I think. Far more than the original Pokemon game. There are definitely some losers in here. But overall, this is such a good game. I'm going to put in good stuff, though, because it's definitely not my favorite Pokemon game. It's a great game, but for me, personally, it's good. What's the Pokemon? Magikarp? What else we got here? Ooh, Little Nightmares 2! I streamed this whole game! I remember really liking Little Nightmares 2. And I will stream the third one. You know, let's look up my video of it. Just for nostalgia. I get fucking Steven Universe. What is this? Mod with Steven Universe characters? Ugh. Yucky. Oops. I hate how typing my own name does that. I might actually do a rebrand in the future. Change my name from Steve NWS to something else.
Come on, friend.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun streaming this game. These are just really cool. These are like the type of horror games I enjoy. Like, these are fun, really artsy, charming visuals, really creepy things. Doesn't feel like a walking simulator. They definitely have things you have to do. I remember this is like the doll children or whatever. You gotta like beat them with a bat or something.
Outplayed there. Yeah,
the bucket. Phenomenal game series. I'm very excited for the third one. This one. The neck lady. I'm gonna put this one in GOAT. That game's amazing. Very much like Little Nightmares. Bling. Hades is alright. Hot take, I know. I did not get very far in Hades. People loved this game. It was not really for me. I loved the visuals. They were really good. I was really bad at the game. It's alright. I have no desire of going back to Hades. And I get what it did for, like, the genre. I would love to work on a game like this, too. It looks cool to work on visually.
Of course, Nix. Though.
But for me personally, I just don't really care. I respect it for what it is, and that's really all I have to say on it. Mario Sports Mix. This game's alright. Mario Sports Mix is a classic, too. It's a very interesting Mario Sports game. There's even a Final Fantasy boss. But man, oh man, some of these games were just not great. The Dodgeball one was hell of a lot of fun. This one was my favorite. By the way, if you played Cactar, you are cheating. Cactar was broken as hell. But yeah, this was a fun one. I really enjoyed this one. This is the one I played the most. The other sports were kind of meh. This was just Mario's, oh my god, I'm blanking on the DS game. The Mario basketball one, but on the Wii. We also had hockey and volleyball. Again, Cactar was super broken. If you played him, you just automatically won. He had a broken special, and he was the fastest character in the game. It just wasn't even fair. Especially if you're playing something like basketball. He just grabs the ball and runs to the other end of the court. Terrible. Yeah, overall good game. Let's see if they have the boss. Yeah, here's the behemoth. Donkey Kong. It's so weird. It's jarring seeing a Final Fantasy boss in a Mario game about sports. Like, what's up with that, man? I think there was a second version of this guy, too. I don't know. Bizarre. But overall, it exists. Let me look up all the characters real quick so we can take a peek. There we go. Because they had a lot of Final Fantasy characters. They even had the Dragon Quest Slime. And Moogle. Black Mage. White Mage is such a good character design. It's a shame she's underused. Like, look at her design. It's so good. There you go. Like, you can kind of see her right next to Peach, Daisy, and Rosalina. Like, she could be like Rosalina's cousin or something. Yeah, Ninja Guy was kind of cool. They even had costumes as well. They should totally use this character more. Like, sharpen her design, modernize it a bit. I think that'd be a really good idea. Alright, what else we got? I gotta stop saying that. And this game. There's another game I didn't play much of. I was super hyped about this game. I played the shit out of the demo. And I was really hungry for Monster Hunter. That's the whole reason I played it. And I was like, oh, this is like Monster Hunter, I'm sure. It's nothing like Monster Hunter. This was like one of the earliest 3DS games. I was so excited for it. I bet no one even heard of this game before. But it was like a co-op game. They promised deep customization. It wasn't. Nothing about this game was deep. It was just like a weird isometrical hack and slash. And that one's not working. Man, there's barely like any gameplay of it out here too. It's such a forgotten mess of a game. So much hype around it too. Oh my god, it looks like dog shit just looking at this. Oh my god. Yeah. I remember playing the demo. They only gave you 2 out of 4 characters to mess around with too. It had an online mode too. You get to play with random people. That's what I was excited for at the time. Man, this game was some ass. It's bad. And I only played the demo. I never actually played the full game. I just played so much of the demo and saw some of the game after it released. I know that's kind of cheating for this tier list, but I wanted to talk about this. Just an excuse. Want to see how many of y'all know what Heroes of Ruin is. Well, what else we got here? Sure, Mario Advance. Another alright game. This is just Mario Bros. 2. I remember, fun fact, when I bought this at GameStop, the guy at GameStop was like, oh no man, this game's really bad. You won't like it, which was kind of weird when you're a GameStop employee, not selling the game. I remember playing a lot of this though. It's just Mario Bros. Arcade, but like revamped. This was fun. Not much to say about it though. It's just Mario Bros. Arcade. Oh, is this all this is? Here we go. And then this is just the Mario world with different graphics. And I think there was voice acting too. This is my first experience with Mario Bros. 2 or Doki Doki Panic. Wait, normal game. Yoshi's challenge mode? I don't remember this at all. Yoshi wasn't even in the... Well, I guess Yoshi was in the game. He definitely wasn't in the original. That was Birdo. That eyesore. Does Birdo talk? Peach talks, so probably. Oh, there's a Yoshi egg. Interesting. I think she talked. Yeah, there it is. This was definitely a hard game, too. Maybe yeah, there we go. Birdo! The Birdo boss was overused! It's alright game. That's the one I played, at least. I don't know if I ever really played the original. I might have played the original. And this game. Dread. Oh, God. Metroid Dread was so good. I remember my reaction to it. It was so hyped seeing this game for the first time. For those who don't know, Metroid Dread was a rumored game for like 13 to 14 years. People thought it was like either a rumor or it definitely was in development, but it was canceled. So seeing this was insane. And it did not disappoint. Visually, it was on the weaker end, but it's the Switch, unfortunately. So that's just the best we can do. Definitely a game I want to go back on. Even one of the characters in this game I would love to see in Smash, Ravenby. Although now I feel like Silex is probably stealing the show. The Emmys were great. These bosses were redundant. But the Emmy stuff was amazing. You just run around, it becomes like a horror game. So good. There was one gripe, and this is a spoiler, so skip ahead. But after this fight, Samus basically becomes like a Metroid. It looks like the Halo suit, which looks awesome. This section's amazing. You just get like overpowered, like a super ultra beam. But then you fight freaking Jabba the Hutt Ravenbeak. This guy's cool as hell. Tell me you can't picture him in Smash. But yeah, then he comes like Jabba the Hutt. Oh, my leg's bleeding. Scratched it. Yeah, and this should have just been an actual boss fight. It would have been awesome to have an actual fight in this suit, but it's just more like a cutscene. So it's not that. That was a disappointment. then... Hoo-yah! There goes Cell. Amazing game. Love that video game. This one. I don't remember anything about this game, but I remember getting it for a birthday present. This game was okay. It was a gimmick game. I think this was around the time the DS first came out. And the whole game is like touch controls. I think there's a little bit of tilting, gyroscope. But yeah, it's just kind of like arcade style. You just throw eggs. It's not amazing. The graphics look alright too. It's definitely a more interesting visual style. Yeah, just looking at this game, man, it does not. I'm moving this one down. Where'd I put it? Oh, no, I put it in meh. No, that's good. I put it in meh. I don't think it's purely yucky. I think it's meh. Meh. Let's do a few more. I might do a stream tonight, but I have no idea. This game! Ha! Backyard basketball. I played this game a lot as a kid, the backyard sports games. These were fun. They had real players, and then they had all their fake ones too. I remember Pablo, that guy was a menace in that game. I don't know if they still make these. Yeah, this looks nostalgic.
Hey man, it's me.
I did not play much of this one. This might have been my brother. Because I don't remember these characters being 3D.
Just started.
Ooh, boy, this does not look good. This is going in the yucky. Nostalgia can't carry that game, man. There's not much I can say about that. It's going into yucky. And this game, it's just Call of Duty. I fell into the hype marketing of this. The GoldenEye remake. This is kind of an iconic game. Because it really just shows, like, nostalgia bias and all that. They also brought this to the Xbox as well, and it looked better. Obviously. But I played this for a little bit. GoldenEye 007 Wii. I played through the campaign. It's very forgettable. It's just GoldenEye on the N64, but not as good. Is this the iconic trailer where they're like, oh, we're remaking GoldenEye? I'm sure those devs are like, oh yeah, no, this was not great. Yeah, and then they replaced him with Daniel Craig. I don't remember who the original Bond actor was. I'm blanking on his name. Sean Connery? I think that's who it was. But yeah, it was Call of Duty on the Wii. That's all it was. I played this for a short while. I don't know why I got it. I think I got it because it was a legacy game. Not good. It's gone. That's definitely in yucky. Doing a lot of yucky games right now. Let's get one towards the bottom. Jett Rocket. This is a weird one. It's just a game I found on the WiiWare years ago. It just looked like it was a 3D platformer game that had appealing graphics for its time. I remember all the bosses being like the same. But yeah, you just play as a guy who looks like he came from outer space. It has like a Mario Galaxy vibe, but with lower polygons. The main character looks generic as hell. Yeah, like even this right here looks like a Mario Galaxy level, kind of. Super forgettable game, but for me personally, I guess I remember it because of its Mario Galaxy Origins. Or its Mario Galaxy lookalike. Is there a boss? And again, not much to say about this. It's just something that came out on the Wii, however many years ago. Here's the boss. Maybe this is the final boss. I don't know. Can you throw bombs? Yeah, I guess so. Weird game, very forgettable unless you're me, unless you're weird. It stays in meh. I didn't hate it, but it's definitely not a game I would ever go back to today. Actually, I bet I'd see that game on a Vinesauce stream at some point. It's little weird Wii games or whatever. We'll do a few more. We'll do this game. Mario DS! I loved Mario DS. This game was great. I was missing a few stars back in the day. I never 100%ed it. Game wasn't the best at tracking the bonus stars, if I recall correctly. Great game. I still found it very weird that Yoshi was the first character you play as. That's just so strange to me. I feel like it should have been Mario and Yoshi was just like, I don't know, just there. Although it was kind of cool because at the beginning of the game, Yoshi's on the roof. He starts on the roof, which is a great callback to the original game. I also forgot how much extra stuff they added in the courtyard. Yeah, this little bonus cutscene. I should do another one like this. A very experimental game, especially having Wario in it. Yeah, great callback. I don't know how he gets onto the main area, though. That's a little bizarre. Yeah, they even do this. You have to find a key to get in. This was not in the original Mario 64. Although, I guess looking back at it, this is kind of a good idea to familiarize players with the controls and shit. This game also was not great with its controls because you had the D-pad. 3DS made it a little better, and I'm sure it's even better on an emulator. But yeah, they added a lot of enemies, or not enemies, bosses. There's like another 30 stars. King Boo was a boss in this too, to free Luigi. Definitely a very interesting game. They added some new power-ups too, like Mario became bloated for some reason. This, I don't know why. This one was weird. Mario doesn't even like animate. They just rotate the model. That's so weird, looking back at it. And I feel like that should have been on Wario. And that's where King Boo fight would have been. Yeah, overall, it's a cool game. It's different. Years later, I heard that apparently playing as Wario in this game was bad. Like, Wario was not balanced at all. Wario's gimmick was he just hit really hard. Like, you punched like a Goomba and he went flying. It was fun to watch, but it had no gameplay purpose. Oh, so this is where you unlock Wario, this boss. It was just an ice bully. And this guy came back again in Mario Kart DS. Yahoo! Yeah, playing as Wario in a 3D Mario game was so cool at the time. They need to do this again. Maybe the next 3D Mario game should explore this reality again. Maybe have Mario, Luigi, and Wario be playable. Maybe have Waluigi be like a background character or something. Like, that could be kind of nifty. But yeah, if I remember correctly, the final boss was like a Rainbow Bowser? Nope. I remembered incorrectly. Overall, great game. I really liked that as a kid. Especially the multiplayer. Even though the multiplayer was a little undercooked. Looking back at it, you only had to play like 2-minute matches, getting stars, beating the shit out of each other. Let me look that up. I see there's a mod for it. I don't really care to look at that. This shit was amazing.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back.
There wasn't much variety to it, though, unfortunately. You just play as Yoshi. You go around collecting the most stars, you get the Mario caps and all that, you play as the character, and then you just raise hell. You can attack other players for other stars. So it was a very unique multiplayer mode. And I did play this a lot as a kid.
Dude,
this was one of the newer levels, too.
Wasting your time.
At this point in the game, I just gotta live. Okay.
Doing the slide one was genius as well. There's only like 4 levels, I think, too.
Oh, yeah, this is a big one.
This is another new one.
They did.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, oh yeah, man.
Okay, well,
oh, you got the wing cap in this level? I don't remember that.
Dude, I don't think I've gotten more than L's because they're like
super nostalgic game. I definitely recommend it once, but definitely play the original first because it's a classic. Let's see, we'll do a few more. This game. Oh, this game. Mario RPG. I'm also going to do a double here. I'm going to throw in the remake, too, just to make things a little easier. Mario RPG is so good. Some people think this is the best Mario RPG game. I think it's so cool how everyone seems to have their own favorite Mario RPG. I think it just is it's just a testament to how good this franchise is. Great game. I have a great story for this game. Every Friday on the Wii, Nintendo would add a couple new games to the store. And every Friday, I would go upstairs, I'd turn on my Wii, and I'd be like, okay, what games are out today? I see this Mario RPG game, and I'm like, wait, a Mario RPG game that I don't know about? So I purchased it, and I played it, and I was like, holy crap, I didn't know this existed. I also wasn't on the internet a whole lot back in my high school days, but the sprites to Mario RPG were everywhere on the internet. These guys were everywhere. You would always see these sprites. Let me see if I can pull up some of the sprites. Because it was like the Power Ranger guys that people use the most. Nimbus Land. There's like that... You could ruin the lazy shell by selling the feather or whatever it was. It's crazy to think that the last game came out in November. These guys. You saw these guys everywhere on the internet. These are like the My Little Ponies of the 2000s. I hate that I said that because I hate MLP. But yeah, this was the game. I don't even... Wow, distracting. And there was like Culex. I don't think this playthrough has Culex. Booster was cool because I thought he was like Wario's brother or something. Phenomenal video game. Alright, this one. DeltaRune. DeltaRune's a weird one, because Toby's only released 2 chapters, and each one is about the same size or bigger than Undertale. So, as of right now, I consider them as separate games. If Toby ends up releasing the whole thing in all 7 chapters like he planned, then maybe I'll just say, like, hey, they're all together at this point. But DeltaRune is one of my favorite games that I've ever streamed. I had so much fun playing this game live. When did DeltaRune come out? 2 years ago. It's getting close to 3 now, I imagine. Amazing game. Super funny. Great sprite work. A lot of Smash Bros. References, too. I know I don't have a lot of viewers on this, but if you like DeltaRune, I recommend you guys watch these 3 videos. Not trying to be biased, but I had so much fun with these. I never did the Spamton fight either. I never did it. I never found the other key. I wanted to go back and do the genocide route, but I just never did. I forgot about this.
I like how it's Mortal Kombat.
Phenomenal game. If Chapter 3 ever comes out, maybe I'll do like a whole replay of the game. Because I just genuinely really like this. I think it might be better than Undertale. I think it has that potential.
Even fucking Queen is like, what the fuck?
But yeah, love it.
Oh,
and
damn,
I really
I did
do
not
hope
know
we
that.
see the next chapters soon. Phenomenal game. Alright, like last time, I'm gonna end it on a big game. A game I really like. Even though I really like DeltaRune. Let's see here. Maybe... I ended it with Paper Mario last time. Let's end it with Paper Mario again. This one's a little tricky, though. Super Paper Mario is such a weird game. I remember another GameStop story. going to a GameStop asking about this game, and then the guy at GameStop said, oh, they canceled it. And I'm like, what? No, I loved this. I was so excited for it. I remember seeing the trailer. The really shitty trailer, if you look back at it. 2006, I think. Game trailers back then were so boring. But there's a charm to it as well. Like, there's no hype to it. They just kind of throw out a trailer and they're like, here's the game. It's a really memorable game to me. I think it's the best story in a Mario game too, which some Mario games do have good story. But there's also a jarring twist to see it go from a traditional turn-based RPG to a side-scroller RPG. It worked, but it was odd. And getting rid of the partners, the traditional Mario partners, was also odd as well. But they gave you the core Mario characters as your partners, like Bowser, Peach, and all that. So, yeah, I really like the game. It's a game I used to play all the time. This chapter was long. There's just some really bad game design in this game. Some things are just a zero excuse for this game. This! For those who don't know, you have to hit those blocks in a specific order. That was the easy one. This is this really stupid hard one that makes no sense. Feels like a gag. Alright, I don't know if I'm gonna find the footage. But, okay, here it is. You ask this guy, and you have to say all of this to get a code. Very dumb. And then he tells you the order you need to hit the blocks. That many times. And I'm pretty sure the game literally tells you to get a pencil. Yes, to write it down. That's insane. That is insane game design. And that's asking a lot of your players. And this game does it like 5 times. Not this. They do like baffling design choices. Like Chapter 2 was like you had to go on a big hamster wheel. You had to actually do slave work, which was insane. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Really dumb. Well, I mean, this chapter was great except for this sub-chapter. Also, Mario has like a little flipping ability, which is kind of pointless. You take damage if you're flipped for too long. Looking back at it, they should have just had all the characters flip and give Mario some kind of other gimmick. Because each character has a gimmick. Like Bowser's does a lot of damage. He has fire. Peach has the umbrella. Luigi has a higher jump. Mario kind of just... Mario's really average. He does the 3D flipping. And when playing the game, you kind of feel obligated to play Mario through the whole game. Because you don't want to miss any secrets flipping. But yeah, I've talked about all the negative stuff, but the story's really good, the writing's funny, the characters are incredibly charming. One thing I've always said about this game is that these character designs don't fit the Mario aesthetic. Look at these characters. And then look at Bowser. And then if you look at like the main... Oops. If you look at like the main town in this game too, the main citizens or whatever, they just look weird. Like, that doesn't look like a Mario character. It's almost as if they wanted to turn this into a different game that wasn't Paper Mario. And they're like, okay, let's just use Mario characters. We got all the assets. It's what it feels like. Also, this is another one of those weaker chapters. A lot of backtracking. Tons of it for no reason. You have this one, too, where you have to find the right Peach in order to wake her up. You have to go through all these cloudy levels. It's really easy to fall off and start over like that. That one wasn't as bad, but still. Luigi. Also the weakest boss in the game. It's such a joke boss. Bone Chill. Cool final chapter, though. Loved the aesthetic. Count Bleck was great. But yeah, after all that, I have so much nostalgia for this game. Maybe I'm nostalgia blind. But I definitely would recommend this game once. If you haven't played it before, play it once if you're a Mario fan, especially a Paper Mario fan. Because it's memorable. But it's very unique. It's really weird. Especially considering how the Paper Mario franchise evolved after it. don't know, Paper Mario is such a weird franchise. Hopefully the next one is like a traditional OG Paper Mario like Thousand Year Door. Them remaking it has given me some hope that it might return after 20 years. Actually 20 years, by the way. But yeah. Overall, great game, memorable. I recommend it at least once and just power through the backtracking. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna put that one in good stuff. It would probably be more like in between here, but I really don't feel like making another one. And once again, here's the tier list so far. Just for the record, some of these might move around when I get closer to finishing it, because I do want to have like a definitive top 10 for my personal playthroughs. And I don't know if any of these games in here are going to squeak into top 10. These games I'm confident in. Thousand Year Door, Twilight Princess, and Kid Icarus will most likely remain in top 10. But I don't really know what else to put in after that. Anyways, that's the game. Oh, this is Flipnote Studio 3D. That's the tier list. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and I really do want to finish this. My goal is to probably finish this at the end of the year, if possible. I do want to do I do want to do all the games that came out this year up to Lies of P, because I can't add any more permanently to this, unfortunately. So I have to save that for another list, probably towards the end. Probably how I'll wrap the whole thing up. But yeah, thank you for watching, and catch you later. Bye.